Gentlemen, one time for
Hey.
E.Chapo!
What's up? How you doing, Headkrack? Thank you for having me.
Yo, thank you for coming. Little backstory for those who are watching this. I saw her recently at South by Southwest. And South by Southwest, you went for your first time.
Yeah.
You will see no less than 200 people perform
over
the course of the weekend. And it's hard to stand out, because there's not really there are whack people. There are good people. But few people you lean back and be like, yo, great. And I felt that way when I saw you. Yo, welcome to Headkrack AfterHours is a young lady who stays on her grind even during a recession. She don't really even feel like that. She keeps going, man. She keeps chopping away. That's why they call her E.Chapo. What up, sis?
What's up, Headkrack? You already know what's going on. Long time no see, but we back at it.
It's been a minute, but I've been admiring the movements from afar. You know what I'm saying? And the cool thing is you're one of those people who I actually sometimes be talking about. When it's when you look at certain people's timeline, you don't know what year it is because they're just moving around whatever. E.Chapo's still traveling. E.Chapo's still out here doing shows. E.Chapo ain't slowed down for nothing, yo.
It can't slow down. Shit. You slow down, you get left behind.
How's everything been for you for these last couple months?
Different, but always great. Just linked up with Dallas Austin, JY, shout out to Billions and Rowdy Records. So it's going really good. Just dropped a new single, everywhere. So
yo, the new single Popular Demand is very much a vibe, you know what I'm saying? And we get to get a lighter side of E.Chapo this lap around. The colors is bright, it's very vibrant. Did you direct the video? What's the concept?
I've been venturing off into different lands lately. So that's for all my creators. If you know what I mean, then when you watch the video, you know what I mean. But it was fun. It was good. It was fun making the video. Dallas is really known for his R&B and songwriting. So just being able to show the other side of me and it being stamped by a guy that is very, well known and is known for R&B music, that was just, appreciation within itself, and especially coming out with a new sound.
And I think we kind of drove over a major plot point. The fact that now E.Chapo is aligned with the legendary Dallas Austin. And if you know, I mean, the tail of the tape, the production credits, the writing, it goes on and on. What was the tipping point that got you on Dallas Austin's radar to where he's like, yo, I got to work with you?
First of all, always shout out to JY. JY had was plugged in Dallas. He was working with a lot of people from Playlist Academy already. He had signed a couple of artists, getting everybody put into place. Well, my music is different. It's not always with that girl shaking ass, showing titties. It's real hustler because it's real. Mm-hmm. So I knew that it would take a little time for my sound to develop and for people to kind of lean more towards it because the streets do. But as far as the industry, when it gets up to the industry, they're not out here in the street. So it's hard for them to know what's really popping in the street. You know what I'm saying? But Dallas actually, took the time and listened to the street and came out and saw and gave me a chance and saw that it was real.
Got you.
So
now, E, how do you find that balance? Because, there comes a point in an artist's career where what you do and what you do well got you to this point. And now to go and ascend to a higher level, maybe you got to do some things that may be uncomfortable for you, far as that's not really me, but yo, this will get you paid. Have you found yourself battling with that at all as you're getting ready to drop this new, crop of material?
I'm a business person at the end of the day. So whether we got to go to A to B, I'm a team player. I might not like the play that was called in the huddle, but I'm gonna believe in my coach because we all got there together as a team. So if everybody in the huddle was calling the same play, I'm gonna run with the play. That's just what it is.
Got you. Now, over the last 12 months, some people have completely went to a complete standstill. You found more time to create. You managed to put out a couple singles within the last 12 months. How did you
like before 2020 turned into what it was, what did you have planned already?
I really didn't have anything planned. And before 2020, I was going through a part in my music career where I felt like I wasn't being heard as an artist, or I wasn't being appreciated artist. And all independent artists go through that because we're out here, pushing, grinding, putting up our own stickers, just trying to get someone to listen to you. So I think one of the major things that helped me through 2020, and if I can touch any artists out there, is just focus on your craft. Don't, be genuine, be real out here, and God will bless you. You manifest. I prayed. I really didn't have too much expectations going into 2020. I was just going to continue to make my money and my music and just let it I started putting more trust into my I'm sorry, I had a phone call. I just started putting more trust into my team. And once I started putting more trust into my team and putting more trust into everyone that was believing into me, that's when I saw the turning point in my career, and I'm happy with it.
That's an important thing you said. Team. I talk about this all the time. Like, you can have the talent, but sometimes it's the admin and the people around you that really help push your ideas and your creativity forward. I mean, to even make something like an E.Chapo go, how many people are involved in the overall process?
It's a lot, but it's not at the same time. I'm really self-sufficient. I don't really need you to hold my hand. I like the grind. I was built for it. I was made for it. So I got my main course of people, of course, Jay Wise. Shout out to DJ Trip, the hit major. He was a very big part of it. I also want to give a shout out to Black Lips because they did help me get to where I was at. It's a lot of people that are involved in it. You know what I'm saying? It's not one entity I can say because I just got a lot of genuine people around me that help make who I am.
Got you. Now I think we may have a special guest that has snuck in. Is Jason's iPhone? Is that Dallas? Is that you, brother? Or is Jason J Wise? That totally probably be J, like obviously, right?
Oh yeah.
Jay, is that you? Okay,
Jay.
cool. All right, it's not that. All right, cool. So I up and unmute them. I don't have them muted though. Nah, that's probably Jay Wise. It's probably Jay Wise, not Dallas. All right, cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's Jay right there.
All right, so moving on. So with this new Rowdy Records situation, we was talking off the grid, how the lineup is lit. You know what I'm saying? So aside from yourself, who's a part of the new Rowdy Records roster?
Oh my gosh, it's so many that I don't even know, but just like close coming from, Jay Wise. Of course, we got my man Johnny Apollo. Of course, taking off with that. We also have Shaq from the 3. He's really dope producer. We have Davey A, really good songwriter, really dope artist. We also have Devin Loud. A lot of a thing that was really key to Rowdy. Even though I'm more so of an artist, Dallas took in a lot of people that have multiple talents. Like a lot of the artists on the label aren't just artists. We can do a lot more than what is, shown. You also have Deuce Mino, DJ Trip, the hit major, who makes my beats and DJs a lot of the clubs. He actually just dropped a new single as well. So we're all unraveling for Rowdy 2020, just getting it all started. I'm really excited for 2021 because we all dropped this year. So next year, y'all gonna be able to see us all on the big stage, and it's just time to put in this work and let the world see it. The streets know, but it's time for the world.
Yeah, and that brand is iconic, so I can't wait to see what kind of damage y'all do, man. And some of the names you mentioned, I'm familiar with the work, so it definitely should sound like something. Now, the difference between working with a person who makes beats and a producer like a Dallas Austin, how has that process been different from you? Because anybody can shoot you a beat through the email, you work and whatever, but working with somebody who is used to making hits, the process is a little different, right?
At first it was hard, as any artist would say, because as an artist you always want to say no, this is my craft, or this is the way I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it took me a little growing up and to realize the people around me are one around me for my best interest and their best interest at heart, and they wouldn't lead me down the wrong way. So I had to set back, open up, and just receive and try to be the best that I could with ever what was around me. And it definitely is a difference working with, you know, a beat maker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference between a beat maker and a producer.
Facts.
So all y'all out here calling yourself producers, just because you made the beat don't mean you're a producer. A producer can finish a song from beginning to end. So it is definitely a great experience working with a producer and someone that's actually there to help develop the record.
Got you. When is the last time you found yourself in the studio caught up in your feelings because you were working on something, you wanted the song to sound a particular way because the beat, like, you know, spoke to you in this way, and the person come through like, nah, I need you to do it like this. And, you know, you got huff and puff and go in the corner.
Shit, that's
like,
every day. That's every day. But, you know, like at the end of the day, like I said, it goes back to me being a business person. At the end of the day, like I want it to be the best sound. Just because I think it sounds good, it's more beneficial if I can make it sound good and I like it, and then you like it, and then the next person likes it, then it makes sense. But if we're sitting in a room and I'm the only person that likes it, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm more acceptive to criticism. That's just because of the way I was raised and born. And, you know, if the jump shot ain't hitting, you got to change it.
Indeed.
Got to change it.
Now, rap ain't the only hustle you got going on. I see the banner behind you, Shop with Chop. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah. Make sure y'all shop with Chop. I got a lot of merch coming soon. I have let's see. I don't know where it's at right now, but I have ashtrays, grinders, merch, shirts. I know I gave you an E.Chapo hoodie last time I freestyled on your show.
Yes,
I'm gonna
indeed.
be dropping a lot more things. Yeah, Shop with Chop. It's just all around. It doesn't have to necessarily do with merch. I do real estate. I do a lot of things out here. So, you know, some people y'all know me as Chop, some know me as Erica, some know me as E, you know. Like I have different, you know, sources of revenue, and I like to get out here and get it.
There's a lot of rappers who benefit from having those multiple sources of income to juggle from, and some people out here struggling because rap is all they have. How early on in the game did you learn that, hey, I need a plan B and C just in case, you know, one thing gets a little wonky for a second?
I was born with an A through Z plan. I never. My parents are hustlers, so like my parents have always been hustlers. They always told us, you know, you're never owed until you make them owe you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been a person that, you know, when the gym lights are cut off and the gym is closed, shit, I'll go run the sprints out in the driveway. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's in you. It's in you. You can put it on you. You can put it all on you as much as it's got to be in you.
I can dig it. Now, you talk about the sprints. I'm very aware of your basketball past. You know what I'm saying? When's the last time, you know, you ran it up and down the court a little bit?
I referee.
No, but I'm talking about, like, you know, not refereeing, not spectating, going back to what you love and actually like shooting.
That ain't spectating. Shit, no, I got 10,000 fans yelling at me, boo! And I'm running up and down with grown men. But the last time I got on the court, I get on the court occasionally. I only like to play with other hoopers because, you know, you got them people that play football and don't goddamn know how to play defense. Goddamn close arm and line, and you trying to go to the basket like, damn, nigga.
So are you like, let's talk about how, like, could you be WNBA nice? Or you All-Star Weekend nice? Like, how nice are we talking, E?
What do you Google Erica Norwood?
Campbell High School, correct?
Like, WNBA. I was hustling in school. That's why I wasn't really able to make it to the next level. But yeah, WNBA. All my friends are in the WNBA. All my associates. I just left the draft party. They want me to coach. A lot of schools want me to coach. So I think, you know, once I leave done with my music career, you'll definitely be seeing a team, and you'll definitely be seeing E.Chapo in the sports world.
Unlimited hustles, and none of them like seem shaky at all. Like everything seems solid. Though from the first time I saw you rock at South by Southwest, I was like, yo, this girl is dope. There's something about her. Her shit's gonna take off. And
Hey, about that. Let me. Hey, Headkrack, I want to shout out to you, and I just want to give you the most love and just appreciation, because do you know I went down to South by Southwest with not one show?
That's how most people go, you know.
I
It'd be
walked
like
in
that.
there. You gave me a chance. Like, all I needed was one. Shit, by the time I walked out of your show, I was booked up for like 10 more.
That's all right. But you know what? I didn't even do that. You did that. There's an energy that you carry. Like, you know, some people do it. There's some people who could just walk into a room and for whatever reason, the energy just brings it to where like, yo, whatever it is you want to do, yeah, sure, go up there and do it. And all people needed to do was see you rock. And then the rest of it, you did it yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're all bridges. You probably help people because I watch how even the people at the Playlist Academy admire you. I went to a show you guys had, you know, back when the world was free, something off of Edgewood. And there was like the different performances in the different rooms. And there was so many people that were like actually a part of the Playlist Academy, but they was there to super duper support you. And when you came through and rocked that stage on the outside, it was all packed in that little narrow hallway. But it was a fucking moment though. It was a moment.
Yeah.
And you know, when you perform, you change the atmosphere of what was going on. Cause like, you know, there was some people who performed that night that were dope.
Yeah.
And there was some people who performed that was just okay.
Yeah.
But when you performed, changed the atmosphere. And some people just got that annoying, yo.
That's Jay Wise. That's Jay Wise right there. It's just years of work, just putting it in, getting, like I said, when the lights cut off in the gym, are you outside still running sprints? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I take vacations, I'm on the beach, I'm running up and down, I'm running with the songs, I'm making sure that I can give that energy, because I know that my music is different. And it's hard to understand, especially if you don't live my lifestyle. But if you come to see me and I can show you what my music means to me, and I can make you feel that, then that's where I capture my fan base. So I'm an entertainer. And it's bigger than music with me. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to be able to relate, and I want people to understand that when it's not handed to you, you can always still go out and go get it. And it might take those extra sprints outside, but you can't complain when you didn't put them extra sprints outside. Those are the results you're going to get. And everything happens for a reason. I used to play basketball. I used to be like, dang, why? Why am I always getting the short end of the stick? Then I started to look around. I'm like, oh, because when the gym closed, I closed. Nah, when the gym is closed, I need to remain open. And I feel like when I took that and put it into my music career, that helped me, separate and make the difference between what it was. You know what I'm saying?
And that continuous cardio from refereeing games.
Yeah,
definitely.
Just,
like you see reps, that see that work on stage. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, I think the best sports and exercises for people who do music is playing tennis, either playing basketball, soccer. Because when I go to shows and I see people like pretty much, doing show tunes and just like really letting the record do the most of the work for them, and they're not on stage actually working, I'm like, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I see cats really give it they all, they jump and they bounce and like, because when you have fun, the crowd.
It's hard. That's hard.
It's not for everybody. I am terrified to go back out there and do a show because I haven't done a show in so long. I'm in here on my elliptical training like Rocky, but you know what I'm saying? Like that first night, get back out there, like, oh yeah, that's the part where I'm supposed to breathe. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta do some I gotta do some practice before I get out there.
I just want to I'm sorry here, Craig. I don't mean to cut you off, man. I just want to shout out to all my fans and people that come out and rock with me, because that's where a lot of my energy comes from as well.
Yo, you give it to them and they give it right back to you.
Hey.
E.Chapo, much love, continued success. New videos called By Popular Demand. Not even by popular demand, just popular demand.
Popular Demand. Hey, I just dropped that new single, Popular Demand. It's available everywhere, all platforms. I just dropped a video on YouTube. Soon be on World Star and everything else. Shout out Billion, shout out Rowdy Records and Headkrack. Always a blessing. Thank you so much.
Sam to you, sis. Be sure you follow E.Chapo, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let's run that video all the way up. Popular demand. And also don't forget to shop with Chop. Headkrack After Hours. Peace and love, y'all.